Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to a brand new tutorial on our channel. Today I'll be showing you how to make a dev screen UI like this. Make sure to join the Discord down below. I will be linking this UI script and everything else in it, so make sure to join it down below and make sure to subscribe and turn notifications on because I will be doing a big giveaway on 3K subscribers. We're so close to 3K, so make sure to subscribe, hit notifications, and let's get right into it. Okay, so once you guys have downloaded this dev UI, make sure to put it in starter UI and we're gonna get started. For now, let's go ahead and go to players and we're gonna increase the respawn time so we can show the UI more efficiently. So we're gonna maybe put, you can put whatever you want. Basically, I'm gonna put maybe 6 seconds and that's how we're gonna start. So the dev UI is pretty simple. I'm gonna show you what it looks like right now. And we're gonna animate all of this to make it look like the video I showed you in the beginning. So to do all of that, we're gonna go and make a new local script and we're gonna name it UI tween, okay? So there's a couple of things we need to cover before we head right into it. So first of all, we have to reference both the skull and the text label. So we're going to be doing local skull equals to script.parent.skull, and we're going to do local text equals to script.parent.text label. And now we have to go ahead and find when the player dies, so we need to fire off a function when a player dies. To do that, we're gonna go ahead and do local humanoid equals to. So because this script is in starter UI, this is located inside the player UI. So when the player plays the game, this will all be located inside of the player. So to do and reference the humanoid, we're gonna do script.parent. So this is now dev UI. So we do another parent, and that is now the player UI. Once we do another parent, that's now the player. So now we go ahead and do wait for child character dot humanoid. Now that we reference the humanoid, from there we can go ahead and do humanoid dot died connect function. So we're basically be making a whole new function. And now when the humanoid dies, we're gonna make a function. Okay. So to start off with everything first, we're gonna go ahead and make a debounce because we don't want this to fire off many times because Roblox is sometimes glitchy when it comes to the humanoid dying and everything. So we're gonna do local debounce equals to false, and then we're gonna do if debounce equals to true, then return end. And we're gonna do debounce equals to true. We're gonna wait, let's say 5 seconds, and then we're gonna do debounce equals to false. Okay, and we're gonna make a space here because we'll be putting a function here. Okay, so now we're gonna create a new function which we're gonna name it local function. We're gonna name it execute rotation. Boom. We're gonna do that. Okay, so this function will stay here for now. What we're gonna do now is we're going to tween both the skull and the text label. So I'm gonna show you how to do that right now. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is we have to reference the tween service. We're gonna do it like this. So local tween equals to game get service tween service. Okay, that's pretty simple, right? So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna create two tween infos that we're going to be using to tween all of this. So we're going to do local rotate and move up equals to tween info.new. We're going to just put it to 0.5 seconds. You can modify this, so you can modify all these values. We're going to show you how to do that, but for now we're just going to make it like this, and we're going to do another one which is going to be the local move back to original, and we're going to do tween info.new 0.5. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the code that I'm going to be using to tween all this to make it rotate, and I'm going to explain everything in just a second. Okay, so I'm going to explain everything shortly what I was just written. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So we're referencing the original position of the skull. So we're going to reference the position, and then we're going to create two tweens. So aka we're going to create two tween goals that we're going to be using. The first is the goal for the skull. So we're going to be using this. So position equals to udim2.new. So we're basically right here referencing that the X scale is going to be the same, the offset is going to be the same, but we're moving the skull up by 0.22 and we're keeping the offset the same. So you're going to write this down. Make sure to pause the video if you can. And then we're gonna go ahead and rotate the skull so we get that smooth animation. We're gonna rotate it about 720 degrees, and we're gonna basically enlarge it a little. So we're gonna make a size UDM2.new 0275 0275. Next is the move label. We'll be using this to move the text. So we're gonna enlarge the text, and we're gonna basically create the text right here. As you can see, it is 173 in in length, sorry. But we're gonna be making the size a bit bigger for the width, and then we can use that to make the text appear on the whole screen, basically. Now we're going to be using another tween right here. Is going to be moving it to the original goals. So every time the tween finishes, we're going to have to move the skull back to its original position. To do that, we're basically going to be making another goal, and we're going to say position equals to the original position that we referenced here on the start of the script, so it saves that value. And then we're going to make the rotation 0. So basically the rotation is going to be the same as it was before, so there's no flipping anything, and we're going to make it visible. So next time we finish it, it's going to be just visible again because it tweens out to everything else. Okay, to start now, we're going to be making a new tween, which is going to be called, let's say, local rotate tween equals to tween create. Okay, so we're going to be creating skull. So we're going to be referencing the skull, and then what we're going to do is we're going to reference the rotate and move up. First of all, we're going to reference the info, so how long it will last, rotate and move up, and then rotate and move up goals. Boom. Our next tween that we're making is going to be local label move, and we're going to do equals to tween create, and then we're going to do so we're going to do the text, and then we're going to do so it's going to be the same rotate and move up. So we're going to use the same because it's 0.5 seconds, rotate and move up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use this move label to basically enlarge the text label. So we're going to do move label. Boom. Okay, here we're going to put execute rotation to basically get this function fired off every time we do. And here we're going to delay it by 0.5 seconds. So we're basically delaying this just to make it a little bit more smoother. And now we're going to play the rotate tween. So rotate tween play. Boom. And we're going to do rotate tween dot completed wait. So what this will do is it will basically just wait until the whole tween is set up and the skull is enlarged. And then after that is done, we can do and play a label move play. And then okay, so first what we're gonna do here is we're gonna have to put script dot parent dot enabled equals to true, because this is disabled and we have to enable it every time we die. And then after this is moved, we can wait 5.5 seconds, and we can do script dot parent dot enabled equals to false. Okay guys, just a quick heads up before we test. I noticed here that we can't actually go ahead and go wait for character. We have to go script dot parent dot parent dot parent dot character, and then we have to wait for the humanoid. So we're gonna do wait for child humanoid. And once that is done, now it's going to be working completely fine because it will actually wait for the humanoid. And we do boom, see that. So see, now we have the UI, but we don't have the text. So now it's completely tween. And after we respawn and we press back again, it actually moves to the original position, and then it steps back and we have the depth UI again. But now we need the text. So we actually need some text that you guys can customize and all that stuff, so we can use it in the game. To do that, we're gonna go ahead. Okay, let me just check. Yeah, that looks pretty smooth. You guys can play around with the tweens. You can put more bounces into the tween info and everything like that. I've showed in my previous tutorials how to do tweens. I have a full beginner's guide on how to do scripting on Roblox. I showcase tweens there. So you guys can go ahead and watch that and come back to this video so you can learn how to edit these tweens and how to use them to your advantage in your game. Okay, so next thing we have to do is we have to create the text, okay? To do that, we're going to be doing a pretty simple thing. We're going to be making a local table here. We're going to be making a table that's going to be called messages. equals to, so this is a table, right? You can put anything you want here, you can put multiple stuff, and then when you guys go ahead and prompt something, we can pull out a random value of that table, and then we can use it to set the text of the text label to that. Okay, so what we can do is we're gonna put here, you have been humiliated, like that. Then we put a comma, get better next time, kid, something like that. Or we can do no life, something like that. Yeah. We can put, okay, we can put you got decimated. We can put skill issue or something like that. You can literally put anything you want. Then what we can do is we're gonna pull out a random value out of this table. I'm gonna show you how to do that right now. Okay, so what I've done here is I've created a new function which you guys will be using, which is called get random message. And basically what it does is it basically takes a random index from all of these, and then it returns them. And now the index that you have will actually be, so if we fire off this function, it will create the string that we put here, like a random out of any of these. You can basically put however many you want. And basically what we can do is when we enable this, so once the rotate tween is done, then this can be moved, and we can do label move dot completed wait. So it will wait until the whole thing has been pulled, and then it will display the text. So we can do script dot parent, or we can actually do, we actually reference it right here, which is text dot text equals to get random message. Okay, so now basically what this will do is if we go ahead and get in it and we read the character, boom, get better next time, kid. See that? Now there's two things we can do. I'm gonna show this right here. So let me just show you that it's a random basically. Okay, this is now a coincidence, but if we go ahead and reset it again, oh, I know what it is. Okay, so it's basically picking one random thing. It's not always picking one. So so every time, if you want to get it random every time, you have to do it like this. So we have to create this function inside of here. So now it will randomly pick it each time. That's the thing you have to do. Sorry about that. So you have to basically, so now, yeah, now it will show random messages. So after this one, it will show probably a random message. So we go boom. Yeah, see, no life. And if we go again, boom, you have been humiliated. Now what we can do is we can tween the text. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So we're going to be doing it by two things. So there's an easier way and a harder way. So an easier way is just to remove this. And now this is kind of a hack or something, I don't know, but like when you reset now, it's going to be much smoother like that. So it's going to pop up with the whole text. So if we go again, I'm going to say you have been humiliated and stuff like that. We go again, boom, skill issue. So now it's smoother and it just doesn't like randomly pop out. But a better thing we can do is we can remove this and we can create a new tween that will actually make this much easier. So what we can do is we can go ahead and do local transparency goal equals to, and then we can do like this, and we can do transparent text transparency equals to 0, text transparency equals to 1. Text stroke transparency equals to 0. I have to put a comma here. So what that is doing is basically right here in the text is basically using these two variables. So text transparency and text stroke transparency. We're gonna put these to 1. Okay, for this animation, we're gonna put those to 1, and we're gonna create a new tween. We're gonna call it local transparency equals to tween create. We're gonna do, so we're gonna reference the text label, so text, and we're gonna create a new info here. I'm gonna show this to you. So we're gonna rename it transparency info. we're gonna do a much longer one. We're gonna do 2 seconds. Or we can do 2.5 because the duration of this is 6 seconds. Yep. So we're gonna do enum dot easing style. We're gonna do, maybe we can do bounce. You can I've shown this in a tutorial before. You can play around with these styles and everything. So we're gonna do enum dot easing direction dot out. So repeat count, we're repeating this 0 times, but it's gonna reverse. So it's gonna like pop and then it's gonna reverse back to normal. Delay time is 0, and that's basically it. So now we can do text, then we can do transparency info, and we can do what else is there? Okay, transparency goal. So now we can go complete it, then we go transparency, play, and let's see how it looks now. Now it should look much smoother. Now you can play again with these and everything. Boom, see, now it like bounces up and then it disappears like that. So if we go again and reset again, boom, so it basically like glows if you see it, and then it disappears completely. So let's try it again. Boom, skill issue, it like glows a little bit, and you can basically do anything. Like you can maybe put, I don't know, like elastic, or we can put let's see, elastic. Okay, this is in testing mode, we have to get out of it. If we put elastic, you can shorten the time of the tween. You can do literally anything. So now in elastic it should look maybe a little bit different, but bounce and elastic is usually the same thing. Yeah, it looks a little bit different, but that's basically it. So for you guys to make this, it's pretty simple. Just get the Discord down, just get the model down in the Discord server below. Make sure to subscribe and turn notifications on. We're close to 3K subscribers, and I will be doing a big giveaway like I did the combat system back before. I will do another big giveaway. That's basically it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe, turn notifications on, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video.
We really get so fly. We really get so high. Yeah, I'm just trying to see the light. Yeah, we bring them beats to the fight. Yeah, yeah. All of my damn they bite. Yeah, bitch you get hit with that. Bitch you get hit with that. Bitch you get hit with that bite. Yeah, bitch you gon' hit with that. Bitch you gon' hit with that. We better stick to the fight. We got to stick with that. Yeah, yeah. We got the blitz in the fight. We got the blitz with that. We got the green for the light. Yeah, give it in. We got the bitch on the fight. Yeah, bring it in. Yeah, this is right for the car. Yeah, like bro, you ain't making it far. No. Yeah, little you be sipping on bar. This Tesla just know how to park. Smoking on gas like it came from the park. She said that I really been bragging hard. All of these perky, they making me bark. No, I'm not trusting they getting nerves. Text me a bag and I need a couple more. I can't go back broke, gas sounding so horrible. D858, C82, G65 make a band. G65 make bands. So might not they make sense. Ability bad heck on my back. This shop cannon with juice for my tape. My mama raised me to have some respect. You really a lane and you ain't that we check. Let's go. Yeah, we really get so fly. We really get so high. Yeah, I'm just trying to see the light. Yeah, we bring them beats to the fight. Yeah, yeah. All of my damn they bite. Yeah, bitch you get hit with that. Bitch you get hit with that. Bitch you get hit with that bite. Yeah, bitch you gon' hit with that. Bitch you gon' hit with that. We better stick to the fight. We gotta stick with that. Yeah, we got the blitz in the fight. We got the blitz with that. We got the green for the light. Yeah, give it in. We got the bitch on the fight. Yeah, bring it in. I'm mad last week. She ain't her, man. bite, yeah. All of my diamond they bite, yeah. Bitch, you get hit with that, bitch, you get hit with that, bitch, you get hit with that bite, yeah. Bitch, you gon' live with that, bitch, you gon' live with that. We better stick to the fight. We gotta stick with it, yeah, yeah. We got the bliss in the fight. We got the bliss of the ass, bleed. We got the beat for the light, go, yeah. Give it in, go. I just put the coke in it. I just put some bands in it. I just put some racks in it. Double up my cup of different drugs in it. You don't live that life that you preach online. Everything you say you do it live. Yeah, I won't drink that lean without no ice. No, don't push my buttons, no, cause I won't say it twice. All my money acrobatic, I just flipped it 20 times. Ask the doctor why I feel like this, he couldn't tell me why. Every time I close my eyes, I think about drugs and getting high. Got some twists, I got rich, they down the road and they gon' slide. You ain't put your brothers on and what is you doing it for? If you ain't put your mom in the crib, then what you doing it for? Yeah, my garage is way too big, like what all of yours. I mix the Rolls Royce, cutting it with the Ventador. I used to work a job, I know how I feel to do some chores. You ain't work for shit, you say you rich, but then your mental poor. 100 weeks every day, I've been so geeked down, need support. You can try to take what you want from me, just know it's gonna work. All my money blue, not green, no more. It's off of sport. This private shit, I gave the pilot some X, I told him to flirt. Brand new Cornwall hoodie, flowers on it, I guess that I'm a florist. Yo, bitch, come through and eat my wood, she calling me a forest. All my twins stay the same, we just went up, it's the only choice. Yeah, it's the only difference. Yeah, how you gon' buy my swag from me? They act like I ain't noticed. I still freestyle every song, but they been sounding like I wrote it. Peanut this check out like I style it. I just went in flawless VS when they're rolling. They let me up, but then they see my pleasures rising. Sound like a bitch or a snitch, yeah, you build a Cosby. I just put the coke in it. I just put some bands in it. I just put some racks in it. Double up my cup of different drugs in it. You don't live that life that you preach online. Everything you say you do it live. Yeah, I won't drink that lean without no ice. No, don't put my buttons, no, cause I won't say it twice. All my money acrobatic, I just flipped it 20 times. Ask the doctor why I feel like this, he couldn't tell me why. Every time I close my eyes, I think about drugs and getting high. Got some twists, I got rich, they down the road and they gon' slide. Trust me, I know when she Snapchat free, she got angles. I got a whole lot of racks in my bag and they starting and now they got tangles. Yeah, I don't even got no hair on my head, yeah, Benny on me for life. Yeah, and I still couldn't tell you why. You wanna you're crazy. I'm telling you, like I'm telling you. 10 friends that I love you. I just took my last perk. Tell me what's your password. And it goes out like he cares. Yeah, my diamond ain't some dancer. I don't get no answer. I just took my last perk. She just left with me a test her phone. Yeah, you can ask her. Yeah, I'm in the drop top, watch out. Yeah, this shit so foreign. I just took a perk again cause everything's so boring. Yeah, it's a whole lot of kids that go dick right. I rock a mirror, these and it don't fit right. Talk at the crib, yeah, I told her to hitchhike. Red on the geek. No worries, let's go. Push, perk, turn up, perk, roll, perk, turn up, let's go. Yeah. It's amazing to me how they stay. We had the Mason Margiela estate. Yeah, it's amazing to me how they fake. Yeah, look, I been smoking on shake. Yeah, smoking on shake. Boy, yeah, we living so great. Oh yeah. Could it you say? No, we do not play. No. Isn't that great? What more do you want me to say? What? Yeah, I'm not one of these fakes. Whole lot of views on my page. Whole lot of rest and they keep head, yeah, beating on me for life. Yeah, and I still couldn't tell you why. Yeah, when I go upside of the studio, yeah, freestyle, no, I don't write. They telling me quit all these drugs, they telling me quit all these love, they telling me quit all these hoes, they telling me quit all these bugs, they telling me quit all these drugs, they telling me quit all these hoes, they telling me I just took my last perk. Tell me what's your password. That go shot like he cash. Yeah, my diamond and some dancer. I don't get no answer. I just took my last. I just took my last perk. She just left with